The road diversions that they made were beginning down here. Joe Hagan has a witness to it.
Whose property is this though?
This is all Jimmy Pflueger's. All Jimmy Pflueger's.
So they had to come over here and on his property?
Yeah, they came onto his property, which is now LLC 400, but this was Jimmy's property he purchased. And they repaired and maintained this road all those years.
They did?
They did, yeah. And Scotty Holland is a contractor that helped them. There were road diversions put in by Rick Marvin with logs to run the water off over the side.
And this is the one they wouldn't let the Huddies use?
This is the same road.
They wouldn't let the Huddies
They wouldn't let the Huddies loose, go to the Kuliana. And they don't own this. This belongs to Jimmy. Yeah. Bill Huddy came one day to Jimmy Pflueger with a bag full of money. He said, Jimmy, I need some help. These howlies won't let me pass their place to go back to my place for a number of years. Before I mark it, I like drive to my place. Can you help me? Here's $40,000. Jimmy said, take your money. I'll do it just because. And I'll talk to these guys and we'll make everything okay for you to drive to your house. So everybody was in agreement after the fact that they signed okay to pass. Bill Huddy wouldn't let him drive behind the house. He was saying, you make that road, no way these guys are gonna get the same treatment they treated me. But Jimmy said, hey, you're a Christian, turn the other cheek. Let these guys come behind you, be the better man.
Yeah.
So they all got agreement. I guess Walton Hong or somebody drew up the agreement for everybody to say, okay, we'll go behind the Huddies to go home. And then I guess they hired Rick Hurst to finish a portion to get to their property from behind Bill Huddy's going down. We can show you that later. But all these little diversions we had to put in after the fact, after the problem occurred. But you can see how the mud came down.
Oh yeah.
And there was a big trench over here. They got film of that because his phone line is underneath here buried. We loaned him the trencher to trench his phone line not too long before that to put the phone line in. When the erosion came, it ate big gullies in here. Took out the dirt that was on the phone line. It followed the thing right to the house.
And Hurst filled it all in?
No, Scotty Holland did all that. And Rick Hurst did some work someplace along the line. And this is the steps they made for Mrs. Huddy since she cannot use the road to go access her property right now. Probably about 90 steps back and forth.
90 steps?
Yeah.
Well,
We'll come up this up when we're done, yeah.
Oh my God.
But they can drive to their house on Jimmy's land.
That little trail.
Right.
Oh yeah, that's how Bill did it when he was young. No, there was never no road going down there.
Walked from the hill on the other side of the hill to come home.
Where I shot from the top.
Yeah, well, there's an old cattle trail that they would follow down to come through the other side of the mountain to come to this property.
In other words, they had to walk from up there.
Yeah, they had to walk.
And the Marvins didn't want to walk, basically, so they cut the road.
They upgraded or maintained or cut the road, repair it to get to their place eventually.
Yeah, but before they couldn't drive down.
No.
Right? They had to park up there where we were.
Yeah, they parked further back. With Joe Hagan was staying by those trees in the middle of the pasture. The Huddy place, they used to park from there and walk all the way back to these properties. It was all overgrown. And then they found a little trail there. They cleaned it, widened it, and put in diversions and got Scotty Holland to beef it up or whatever, and then they could drive without Jimmy's permission.
Right. And
Jimmy never bothered. He wasn't here hardly so.
And that road that we were walking on, they did that.
Yeah, we had to do the improvements after the court.
Right, after the court.
Yeah, we have to maintain it till it's all over.
But it was actually, they're the ones that made it.
Yeah, that was the original made road by these guys.
You guys didn't touch that thing at all?
No, we had not do nothing.
And basically to do that road, they would have to get all kinds of permits, right?
Supposed to.
Yeah, supposed to. And so nobody enforced it like the DLNR?
Yeah, nobody. DLNR, that's conservation and SMA. This front half up to behind the property pins here is all conservation. Above that is SMA. So there's different permits if you're making that road in the wrong area.
Yeah.
So Rick Marvin hired somebody else to continue the road to his place. It was kind of a trail cut, but they opened it. I think this one here, Rick Hurst was the contractor.
So Mr. Pflueger did something over here.
Yeah, he
but
opened this up for...
They did the rest.
Yeah, they did the rest.
Because he wanted to do this for the Huddies.
Huddies, this is the
right
entrance,
here.
yeah.
There's no reason for him to make any more.
Yeah.
He wanted to do it for the Huddies.
And then Marvin's will just continue the road, which wasn't a massive job, but I mean, you needed a machine, you needed rocks and stuff, so you need to finish that. It's a long distance.
So no one uses this now?
No, it's all closed off. You see when you get around the corner where the Huddies used to walk. There's a flat plateau up there where they could park.
Yeah.
And if you had a four-wheel drive, you could come down. It was kind of rough coming down over here. Small place to back up and go back up.
For allowing us this opportunity to speak today. It's an emotional time. I'm amazed how well the victims of this have done in communicating their loss and their feelings. I hope I can do half as well. 4.5 years ago, when Mr. Pflueger, or he who must not be named for fear of retaliation to your well-being, so we'll call him he who must not be named, when he moved Earth and nearly destroyed the Marvin families and their neighbors at Pila'a, I was there the second day. I saw the mud, I saw the boulders. Mr. Asing came down there. He saw it. He saw the devastation. To this day,
Thou shalt not bear false witness.
One of the worst abuses of any legal system is bearing false witness, falsely accusing somebody of a crime.
we have what might be the biggest mass murder in Hawaiian history. Has
A
anybody
lot
ever
depended on the trustworthiness of someone saying, yes, I saw it, yes, I'm telling the truth. That's very important.
Anyone who was found to have given false testimony was subject to the same penalties the accused faced for the crime. If the witness is a false witness, then you shall do to him as he thought to have done to his brother, so you shall put away the evil from among you. Today, oath-taking by witnesses, along with penalties for testifying falsely, are cornerstones of our legal system.
We have not only taking an oath to tell the truth, but why we have consequences for failing to tell the truth, which is called prosecution for perjury. If you fail to tell the truth after swearing to tell the truth, there's going to be great consequences, which could land you in jail or worse.
We use it, sometimes misuse perjury, when we can't prove the actual crime.
He's a bully. He's a Goliath, and he is stampeding people and lives and your laws.
Madam,
I'm sorry.
I would appreciate if you not use names and make accusations. I mean,
Okay.
do your testimony,
Okay.
and I know it's
That's
not
why
an easy thing
It's
to
not
do.
easy, and I'm sorry.
But
I didn't mean
I would
to.
appreciate that
I didn't
you
mean
not
to.
name names, please.
Thank you. I will.
Thank you.
So, in summary, there have been murders committed. Murders. Thank you.
Thank you. Can we have the next speaker, please?